or the birth of a child. But what if all of a sudden, all of your memories vanished in an instant? Well, that's exactly what happened to Scott.
I met Scott 30 years ago. We've been married for 27 years. The day of Scott's accident changed his life and our lives forever. I got a phone call from the nurse in the emergency room. Scott had an accident at his workplace.
I had fallen on something slippery and hit my head. I was found in the bathroom on the first floor of the office building. When I got to the emergency room, we kept giving them information, and I can tell the memories that I had of my previous life were leaving me.
When I walked into the emergency room, he didn't know who I was, and he just had this blank stare on his face.
He kind of looked at me as, who is this person? When I saw him, felt like he wasn't there.
He didn't know what marriage was. He didn't know what a wife was. He thought that my job was to be with him at the hospital. I lost my husband, and he was sitting right there. He had no idea who I was. It was a death.
After almost 3 years, I still don't know what I am and who I am. I still find it hard to believe, my previous life that I played in the NFL, played college football, was a pilot. It was very overwhelming.
Words can't describe how it feels to know that your father doesn't know anything and anybody.
You remember my fashion show at the technical school?
I don't think he remembers this one.
I like to tell my dad that his most important memories are yet to come. I didn't realize how precious life was until now, and I'm gonna cry. I love them so much.
After the accident, my life was completely turned upside down. I screamed and cried a lot in the car. Sometimes I'd cry in the shower because I didn't know what I was going to do. And it kind of came to the realization that Scott's memory loss could be permanent.
I have a lot of bad days, but, I just try to get through.
I want everyone to understand Scott not only lost his personal memories, he also lost all basic concepts like what love is, what time is. He had to relearn how to speak, read, and write. And Scott and Joan are here. Thank you so much for being here. And I think people in our audience are probably wondering, how does this happen? But we have some footage of your wedding day. And I want to show it to everyone because, Joan, I imagine this brings back a flood of memories for you. And Scott, I want you to watch this as well.
Okay.
Just married. This was, supposed to be the happiest day of your life.
Right.
Does any of this ring a bell? Does any of it bring back memories?
No, it doesn't bring back any memories, but, from an intellectual side, I can see that that is me at a much younger age, and that is Joan. So I see marriages on TV, and I know it's happy, but I don't know what I felt that day. Was I nervous? Did my friends tell me to run?
No.
He hasn't lost his sense of humor, that's for sure. I still have the same friends.
But, when I watch it, it's such an empty feeling of...
So if you forget your memory and you don't know who you are, you don't know what happened, and you have a memory scar, what can you do about it? You might just have to live with it, unless something can be done to help fix it.
Scott, when you